I just wanted to put that up for a bit because I really love that thumbnail. I think that looks awesome. What's up, everybody? I'm back home. I am back home. If things look a little different from the normal show, it's because my fucking lights behind me won't turn on, and I don't know why. There's a whole fucking Elgato app that you control them in, and they won't even fucking appear. I've tried to unplug them, plugging them back in, and the fucking lights won't go. These lights came on. These lights work, but the ones behind me don't. So it's going to be, looks a little bland, except for the X-Men over here. So what's up, everybody? First show since I left Florida on my long extended month and a half trip across many states and many events. And I am back home now, and I thought I had like everything set up, and then I'm last minute like, oh yeah, the fucking camera is in a case somewhere. Oh right before I started, my earbuds are in a fucking case somewhere. Oh yeah, all this is all fucked up now. So, but we're back. We're back. Let me know in chat if you guys can see me right, you can hear me right, all that good shit. Let me see who is in the chat right now. Blue Cord is as always, starting things off right. We're gonna circle back to him. I am drinking tonight. I got Captain Morgan here. I think this has been pretty easy on the tum-tum compared to the straight whiskey. So I'm gonna try that for shots tonight. Wayne Rowe, first to pop in the stream. This is NATO stands for Needs America to Operate. Yep. I'm really hoping we saw a post came out, Trump's team saying get the popcorn out. So I think that implies it's going to be something big tonight. I am legitimately hoping that he's going to announce pullout of us out of fucking NATO. I will be perfectly all right with that. But we'll talk about that more. Let me check over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the live stream up on here. So we can see, keep an eye on what's going on while I talk to everybody here. Let me get this. I am streaming CNN because I want to hear what these fucking idiots have to say. All right, I don't think Trump has come out yet. So, all right, there's a lot of pomp and circumstance, obviously, when this stuff happens. So let me go run through here, say hi to everybody. What's up, Blue Cord Devil? Love you, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Bruce, my airborne brother, how you doing? Wayne Rowe. Let's see. Looks like that is about it in the chat for right now. Remember, we are streaming here on YouTube, over on Rumble, and on Twitter, and I can highlight all of y'all's chats. Let me go to this. Let me test this out. Let's see what happens when I go full screen here. Okay, that works. That works. You know what? I have one here, I think. Sorry guys, a little behind the scenes thing here. I thought I had one that made me. There we go. Just makes me a little bit bigger. That works. And all right, let me get over here and pop in with Blue Cord Devil dropping a 20 right at the bat. Starting things off right. Wayne Rose says, looks good. Thank you. I always try to look good. I was going to go hatless today, but like I was like rushing around and I was sweating my ass off earlier. And like my hair is like all like it, like I'm not really like prissy person. You know, sometimes I couldn't give a rat's ass what my hair looks like, but it looked so fucking weird. I couldn't comb it into a right position. So I'm like, okay, I'm wearing my Make America, Make the Army Great Again hat. Available in the merch store, by the way. All right, for starting things off right. With Blue Cordell says, bring it on. I'll bring on the trumpet has begun. Why do I do this every single time? I can have the video ready and I don't fucking do it.
It has begun.
Thank you, Blue Cord. So, also, I will honor the shots. throughout the night. But I think until the speech is over, I just won't do the videos. But I'll honor you guys. I'll honor the shots for you guys for any super chats that come in. By the way, and I'll put this up for anybody who might be new here. We also play drinking game rules as veterans do. Any single super chat, do social, $20 or more, and we do shots. And I'm always honest, I take half shots instead of full shots because y'all get me way too fucked up. So thank you for that. We do have a bunch of new people. I don't know if there's any. If there's anybody new in the chat here, if you haven't been on a live stream before, let me know. I know we picked up a fair amount of new subscribers after the last Tom McDonald video. From the last Tom McDonald video. Really great one, by the way. I kind of expected it wasn't going to do huge numbers for my reaction because it had a really religious tone to it. Still great song though, and still did very well. Picked up like 60 new subscribers. So love all y'all. I also love Wayne Rowe popping in with the $5. Says NATO was created to keep the USSR out of the Americans, keep the USSR out. The Americans in Europe and the Germans down Europe and Canada has been freeloading off the taxpayer dollars. Fuck around, find out. That's fucking right. All of them right now.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
They should be, but they're fucking ignorant pricks. You're right. They've been freeloading off of us for a long damn time. Social. Thank you, Wayne Rowe. Fucking been listening to Crowder, and he's been breaking down excellent. Crowder is from Canada. He lived there. He grew up in Canada. And it's so stupid. People in this country don't get it. People around the world don't get it. People in fucking Canada don't get it. Everyone loves to say, oh, Canada has free healthcare. Oh, Canada has all these free things. Canada has all these free things. Yeah, you want to know why? Because their military ain't shit. They don't put shit for money into their military. Why? Because of us. Because we are protecting them. If it was not for the United States, Canada would not exist as a nation. They are the luckiest nation in the history of the fucking world that their teeny tiny little population, their pathetic little military. I don't want to be too mean to it. I know Canadian military, but the point being, because they're a really small military, right on the border of the biggest, baddest military in the fucking world, and we haven't taken them over. That shit don't happen. That does not fucking happen. In the history of the world, the weaker nations always get conquered by the bigger nations. And now they have been freeloading off of us, taking advantage of us for so many fucking years. It's like having a neighbor who keeps letting their dog shit on your lawn, and then they snap at you because you finally told them, hey, stop doing that. Fuck you. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to shit on your fucking lawn now because I'm bigger and badder than you, motherfucker. All right, Trump's coming in. Let's go ahead and listen to this. Trump is wearing what color tie? Oh, you know what? He wore a purple tie during his inauguration. He's wearing a purple one now, too. I think he's very symbolic with that. I think what he's trying to do there is he's showing unity. He's not wearing a red tie or a black tie, or a blue tie, rather. He's wearing a purple tie, which is a combination of the two colors. The man, the myth, the legend, the Dawn. I have a friend here, former friend, guy lost his mind during the election, he's a younger guy, he's like 26, 27, I think, and made a comment like right before the election or after the election, I can't remember when, and he's like, what is with all weirdos? Why do you kiss the ass of Donald Trump, or why do you think he's so great, or something like that. Like, dude, you're just too fucking young to remember when Obama was president. They had fucking celebrities calling him the reincarnation of Jesus. He was a superstar to the Democrats. He had people gushing over him all the fucking time. The difference now, actually, Donald Trump is even more popular than Obama. But at least we don't fucking gush over him the way that the fucking Democrats did over Obama, or even Clinton. Clinton was immensely popular too. And it's amazing to think that the funny thing is, like I said, this guy is so fucking young. He was too young to obviously be involved in politics. He probably didn't know what was going on with the Obama years. But this happens all the time. The only problem is that for him, he hasn't had any candidates in his adult years that have had a reason to be popular for him to be excited about. That's the difference. We love Trump because he's doing what we want him to do. We gave him a mandate, said, we want you to do A, B, and C, and he's been doing A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z. He's been doing everything we asked him to do, and we fucking love him for that. Somebody who truly actually loves this country. I was listening to commentators earlier on some show, and they're calling him unpatriotic and somebody who hates America. Somebody who makes it, his slogan is literally "Make America Great Again." He's literally taking control over our country the way it should be, and trying to make everything fair for our nation by making everyone else pay their fair share and stop taking advantage of us. Yeah, he really hates America. That's somebody who really hates America, who wants the country to be good again. Yeah, he took a fucking bullet for America. Thank you, Bunny Honey. He didn't have to do that. This man is so rich, he could be living on a beach for the rest of his fucking life. Instead, he's out there facing assassination attempts on the leg. For what? For everyone to fucking hate him? All right. Look at that. Look at that. We have President Trump, J.D. Vance, and Speaker Johnson, who Speaker Johnson's a little bit iffy, but at least, my God, no fucking Pelosi, no fucking cackling Kamala. We've got a fucking full badass cabinet here. True patriots. People who ain't trying to fucking kill our country. That's right. People are trying to make America badass again. Thank you for that, Wayne. Absolutely. Melania is so gorgeous and elegant. You're right. She cares stuff. Look at that. She has real class. Not one single magazine has ever done like an expose or anything on her as the first lady. They kissed the ass of Michael Obama, Big Mike. Kissed the ass of freaking Dr. Jill Biden.
Thank you.
How's the volume? Should I turn some volume up or down? Should I turn me down? Let me know. I'm not going to talk over too much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, the First Lady of the United States.
Thank you, man.
Members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Yeah. USA, USA, USA. When did the Dems ever have a USA chant?
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
Yeah. That's a great way to start. 6 fucking weeks. Him and that man right there.
I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before. The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again.
Hell yeah.
Never been anything like it.
What, Vol?
The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
I think the Dems are trying to. The Dems said that they were going to do something to disrupt. It's kind of like somebody tried doing something. JD looked over there. I think they tried. I think they just tried to do one stupid little act.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
What are they doing? Here we go. Starting already. Look at this fucking loser, man. That's son of a bitch is such a fucking loser. I can't remember his name. They might be doing this the whole time, man. They might try this whole fucking time to disrupt him.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
These motherfuckers never learn.
Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
They want to get kicked out. They want the optics of Trump kicking them out, and it's not going to work. This is not going to work for them. This is not going to work. That Nancy Pelosi tearing up that speech backfired. This is going to backfire too.
Business optimism saw its single largest 1-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
What's up, Clint? You are already stepping into a shit show.
Continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to restore order to the joint session.
Do it. This is what they want, though. It's what they want, and they think this is going to work. They think that the optics here are going to be good for them, and it's not. America is sick and tired of this fucking bullshit. They are childs. They're little children screaming for their mommy right now because daddy spanked them.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Fuck yeah. Get the fuck out of here. This motherfucker, he already called for impeachment. This is the piece of shit is already calling for impeachment proceedings for nothing. I think was somebody just trying to sing that fucking hey, 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 goodbye. You're out of here, bitch. What's up, Wayne Roper 2 says, let's just have a steel cage match and let them fuck around and find out.
Mr. President, continue.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, buddy. Cheers.
Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
What's up, David P? Over to you, buddy. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye, fucker Green.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation.
Hell yeah.
By many.
I hate how they the stand up and sit downs. I really don't like that. Oh, look at this
And
stupid
what makes
shit.
it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about that? I don't know about that list,
Oh,
but we'll take it.
that's
Within
really
hours
good.
of
That's gonna
taking
set all the
oath
Dems
of
off
office,
against
I
it. He compared
declared a
himself to George
national
Washington.
emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and border patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
Yep. And the Dems try to claim that there was not even any open border or anything like that. Went from thousands, like 5,000 a day down to 100 a day.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month, and virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
Yep.
I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements.
It's 100% true.
No matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
That is fucking truth, man. We've been saying that forever. He could cure cancer, and they'll still find a way to call it racist. These fucking people are pathetic. They're pathetic. They have nothing, and they're just ruining their situation, their cause even more.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
Yep. What's wrong with that statement? There is nothing wrong with that statement. We want our country to be great. Who doesn't want that? Those people. They don't want that. To make America great is to be racist.
My administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid. I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars.
Trillions of dollars to do what?
Other
To
countries
fix
were
climate?
not paying.
You might as well just
I
throw it into a
withdrew
fucking
from the
forest
corrupt
fire.
World Health Organization. And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
Hell yeah. All this shit is just taking away our taxpayer
We
dollars.
ended all of Biden's
No positive
environmental
return.
restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
Wayne, what do you mean watching Ukraine? Is something happening right now?
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated.
Okay.
Just like I did in my very successful first term. And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Yep. There's so many motherfuckers out there making six-figure salaries right now. They ain't doing shit.
And we've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too
didn't.
good. Not too good.
It's like these idiots out there holding up their stupid signs and trying to disrupt. Not going to work out. Go ahead, keep doing it. Keep it up, you fuckers.
And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back. And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
I never knew it wasn't. I thought it was this entire time.
I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
I love he just scares right at the Democrats when he does that. Too bad, bitch.
And likewise, I renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again.
I think I heard the explanation for why that was changed in the first place, but I don't remember. I know Obama changed it, but I don't know why.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
That's right, man. It's out of the fucking military. Make the Army great again. Fucking doing it, baby.
Our country will be woke no longer.
Yeah.
We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender. Very important.
I don't care what the skin color is or what they got between their legs when they're trying to control my aircraft. I just want to
You should
survive.
be hired based on merit, And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What, Tina?
We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
The Democrats, their hair is getting on fire. Oh my God, how dare he? It's so transphobic. Science, bitch.
I
Trust
also
science.
signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports.
Not a single Democrat voted for the bill in the Senate today. I think that happened today. Not one single, even Fetterman. I thought Fetterman was actually getting kind of moderate. I'm shocked by that. There's not one. There's Riley Gaines right there.
Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
Hell yeah. Broke her, can't know what's called, the bone, your eye socket bone. You ever watch it? It's fucking brutal. I didn't know she had fucking brain damage from it, too.
And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours.
3,000
for women, and it's very bad for our country.
There have been 3,000 victories of men over women. Men trying to pretend they're women. There were 3,000 victories. I heard that number today. That blew my mind. I really thought this is actually happening in smaller numbers than that. 3,000 wins of men over women.
What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never going to let that happen. Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
Yeah, which that they're trying to claim that he's not doing his job right because in just 1 month, the prices haven't gone down yet. We were talking about this long before the election even happened. If he wins, it's going to take a long time before everything gets fixed because this country is so fucked up.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control.
And
we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
They killed all the fucking chickens. They're so afraid of bird flu, they killed the fucking chicken. More people getting kicked out. Fuck you.
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right
David.
now.
Can we have an executive order that there shall be no more standing during these speeches? Please, I'd be fine with
And
that.
frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be making money off of selling oil again.
My administration is also working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that there's going to be some big announcement. I don't know what's going to be, but if he says that we're getting out of NATO, holy shit, watch the fucking Dems. They're just losing their minds.
Inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but we'll be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Orbital socket. Thank you. That's what she broke. David must be a little behind here.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
Doge.
Doge it up, baby.
Perhaps.
We're doging it up in here.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Yeah. It's amazing the left hates Elon more now than Trump. Me and Mike Carlo went to this event out in Orlando, and the Dems were there's more signs and more talk about Elon Musk than Trump.
Thank you, Elon. He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe.
Yeah.
They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified.
Here we go.
$22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma.
This might be the first time people are hearing this.
The social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of.
What the Lesotho?
$60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender.
That's true.
This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program.
Yeah.
$20 million
in Iraq. Sesame Street. Millions of
$1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali, $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City.
$59 million.
He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia.
That's right. All this, and our
$42
citizens
million
get $700
for
for
social
losing
and
everything.
behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. We should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education, the most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Mikey's doing a stream too. I figured I was going to try to like maybe stream sniping or something, but obviously can't do it during the speech.
And we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things. Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation, and we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases
Pay attention to Social Security.
4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old.
The Dems are trying to collapse Social Security right now and blame it on Trump.
3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129. 3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
They're lies. Oh, they try to say they're lies.
People from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them. And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid and nobody does. And it really hurts.
There's our SecDef right there.
Social
Love that
Security
dude.
and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159 and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old.
You're just sitting here calling it a lie.
Country than I thought, Bobby.
They're just all they can do is sit there and call it lies. I missed the joke here. What did he just calling Bobby older? It's lies. How do you know? We actually went into the Social Security database and found this shit.
1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249. And one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country. But we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
Oh, yeah. Where is the Social Security money going? Where is it going? There's somebody who's over 300 years old.
And today, interest rates took a beautiful drop, big, beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it.
About damn time. Rex asked me Sweet Oscar's trash can is an IED. That's good.
With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated.
The Democrats wearing pink. It's the same thing like their pussy march, their women's march. It's like for
the money that they've made,
solidarity with women because Trump is a sexist or some shit like that.
They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one, at the top school, as an example, being forced out and not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money.
Hell yeah. Jen here is I was staying in her and Greg's house the whole month out in Florida. And spooky poops.
Have given us a mandate for bold and profound
Go watch the Ghost Hunt
change.
live stream that we
For
did.
nearly
You get that
100
joke.
years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days to get instead take 10 years, 15 years, and even 20 years before you're rejected. Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again.
Yeah. It really is like a State of the Union address. I mean, because like
and any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately.
Get the fuck out.
Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
Of course, they've been trying to make that claim with people like Elon, but no, Elon is an appointee. He ain't running the country. He's serving on the behest of President Trump. We have bureaucrats who have actually been running our country.
Our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax.
Protect veterans. Look at that stupid shit. This is so dumb they try to pull this crap. They're trying to claim that veterans are being fired from the VA because, yeah, guess what? The VA does have priority to hire veterans. And now some of them are getting fired because they're in positions that never should have existed in the first place. The useless position.
Tremendous success in our first term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
I thought there already wasn't tax on that. Start by paying your taxes? Oh, fuck off.
And I also
Rachel Maddow tried that shit and showed he pays massive fucking taxes.
Tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America. And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world. And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country.
Oh, yeah, it will. The second revolution right here, baby. We're taking our country back.
In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term.
Yep. The Dems always want to focus on 2020. They completely ignore the first 3 years.
In America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher.
For South Korea.
And we give so much help militarily and
so
many other ways to South Korea, but that's what happens.
Yeah, and all of our fucking soldiers who died over there too. Thanks a lot, dicks.
The system is not fair to the United States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not just one day was cost us a lot of money, but we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in, and whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them.
They have been tariffing, taking money from us for so long. All we're trying to do is just make things equal. There's nothing wrong with that.
To keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any
Try
longer.
David. That's why he wants to make the external revenue service. He wants to make money off of other
Much
countries.
has been said
That's the way it worked before.
over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada, but we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer. Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be building their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA.
That's big. If we can start making our own fucking chips and not be reliant on Taiwan, that'd be huge. That'd make a big difference.
And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people, and they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing. You should get rid of the CHIP Act, and whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to.
Right now, I'm going through and looking at videos of that fucking idiot Green. He's out there bitching and crying because he got kicked out.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. Selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies. They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases. And I said, just bear with me. And they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again. And this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases. And we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it. And it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too. It's all going to happen.
Yeah, we can get our farming back together, man. That's another
And I
thing.
have
China's been
imposed
trying
a
to take over our
25%
farmland.
tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel, because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American worker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama, Jeff Denard. Has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
I see what people popping out. What's up, that law?
Thank you, Jeff.
Kind of surprised. The last time I tried doing a Trump speech, not only did they not get notification out, I got a strike. Well, a warning. They give you a warning before a
Jeffs
strike.
remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again. And it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us, very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much. And I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
Yeah.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John. Thank you, John. Thank you all very much. Thank you. And thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. That's great. Thank you very much to the Senate. Thank you. But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
Dude, it's been so fast. I can't believe we actually got down like 95% reduction in border crossings. Thousands are being deported every single day. A lot are going to Guantanamo Bay now. I had no idea it was going to go this well.
I want to thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement. Have to.
They've been doing an incredible job.
A brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Lakin Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Lakin was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Lakin's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Who weren't invited to the last State of the Union by Biden, where Biden got her name wrong. Oh, look, Democrats are actually clapping. Fuck those pieces of shit, man. I'm telling you, man, these leftists are pure fucking evil
that
now.
we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
Which the Democrats, of course, were opposed to. Yeah, all the Democrats.
Called
Not
the
applauding.
Lakin Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Lakin Hope Riley.
Imagine that. Imagine being so evil that you vote against the bill that will protect Americans. That you have no empathy whatsoever for these two ladies right there. For Lakin, who died brutally. That's just pure evil.
Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
Right away. It was immediate. As soon as he got inaugurated, it dropped to the lowest numbers ever.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
That's right. Think about that. For 4 fucking years, these motherfuckers were saying they can't secure the border. They can't secure the border. That the Republicans were voting against bills that would have secured the border. They didn't fucking need that. He did it in the first fucking week. These fucking weirdos. Those are the women of the Democrats. Look at all the beautiful women who Trump has his administration. And look at the fucking ugly weirdos over there.
To overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
Thank you for $2, Wayne Rowe. Absolutely. Does Biden know how bad he's getting smoked? He doesn't know where he is right now. He's just in a hospital right now, shitting his pants. Thank you for the $2 there, buddy.
Work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know.
Cheers, Wayne.
Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn,
but yeah,
walked to a nearby
Biden's getting smoked right now. The Dems are getting smoked right now.
She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are 2 illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Oh, this is awesome. This is somebody who actually cares about people.
Thank you very much. All three savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations.
As they should be. As they should be.
They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
I like that uniform. Yep. Dems like their terrorists.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande, near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took, and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
These guys are warriors, man. Our border patrol, when I was on Drunk Rufio's show, he was saying, why don't we have a military that protects our borders? We do. It's our border patrol. Those guys are warriors, man.
Thank you, Roberto. And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation. posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Oh yeah. By the way, I've been watching Narcos. I think I'm up to like the 8th episode. Awesome fucking show. I can't believe I haven't watched it sooner. If you haven't seen Narcos, check it out. That's a
5
fucking
nights
army that we're
ago,
fighting down there.
Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's sweet of you. I appreciate that.
But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder, President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So
this is
Mr.
Trump's
Speaker,
cabinet, and look at the weirdo
Bill,
freaking purple hair
both of you,
psychos over on
I hope you're
the
going to be
left.
able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it.
Making America great again, baby.
And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns.
Uh-huh.
In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively
David, you're right.
to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good
Love
luck.
me some cash,
Pam
dude.
Bond.
Pam, I'm a little iffy on lately
Gonna
with
do
the
a great
Epstein
job.
files.
Cash,
But Cash,
you.
man. Pam has been on like
Thank you,
Fox
Cash.
like 8 times now doing interviews. Cash has not been on TV one single time. That dude right there, he is fixing our FBI. That's all he's doing. That's all he's focused on, is fixing the shit.
They've already started very strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice.
Wayne, thanks to I know that sometimes when you try to put in a stupid chat, it does weird fucking corrections. As cartels will know how hellfire missiles work. Absolutely.
31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and 1-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got JG Wentworth in the house. Got 877 cash now. Just dropped $1 and walked off. Thank you for the donation there, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome to the chat. It's your money. Use it when you want to. No, this is the Dems saying it's our money. We'll use it when
Stephanie,
we want
we're
to.
going to make sure that Ryan
no
knows
more.
his dad was a true hero, New York's finest. And we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm also asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed.
Listen to these psycho Dems, man.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
Oh, that's cute. Look at that. He loves our president. That's awesome.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
All of them still just sitting. Can't even clap for a 6-year-old kid.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him. The police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Please. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's so cool. Are they giving him a badge? Oh, damn. That's so cool, man. Oh. That is so special. I'm actually tearing up right now, dude. That is so sweet.
Thank you, DJ.
I'm actually tearing up.
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Love that, dude. Love it. Make America healthy again, man.
With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering. How quickly they forget. Our goal is to get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36.
Wow.
There's something wrong, 1 in 36. Think of that.
I had no idea.
So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you.
Welcome, Ashley. Ashley showed up. That law, member for 12 months, 1 full year of going full retard, and Trump is locked in tonight. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for all your support there, Vat Law.
My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January, Little John and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns.
That's fucking
they,
sick.
them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you.
It's fucking sick, man.
Thank you very much.
Behind closed doors, fucking these teachers transitioning their children. That's fucking sick, man.
Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology.
Oh yeah. Dude, we've got there's 4 years. There's a generation of kids out there gonna be so messed up with all this
I
shit.
also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
Hey, thanks for subbing to the Rumble channel there, Ashley. Appreciate it.
And our message.
That's our backup. You never know when YouTube can shut us down.
You're perfect exactly the way God made you.
Well.
Because we're getting wokeness out of our schools and out of our military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we?
An actual complete sigh of relief. It feels so fucking good to finally be not completely done with this shit, but thank God it's out of government.
Ideologues, they will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations.
Dude, this guy is, oh God, I love this man. I love this dude. Pete fucking Hegseth, man. Fucking just making our military great again. Fucking love it.
I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services.
Hell yeah. Not supposed to show emotion, but the general right there smiling at anyways. You're the Space Force general there is wearing the new uniform. I didn't know that was a thing yet.
Where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere. We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing to see. People love our country again. It's very simple. They love our country, and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing, and thank you very much. Great job.
Make the military great again. He's done it, dude. He did it. I mean, so fucking fast. I'm so proud of that man.
We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Oh, yeah? Hey, soldier.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
That's cool. That's fucking cool, man. Get the announcement from President Trump in front of the entire nation like that. That's really cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Jason, you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland, all made in the USA.
Hell yeah. Wayne, thank you for the $2. About time we have an infantry officer as tech def. That's absolutely right, man. Actually getting out there doing PT with Green Berets, a man who actually is out there
wanted to do it
setting an
long
example
ago,
for our
but
soldiers.
The technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim? Right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding.
Hell yeah. Ashley, thank you for the $20. Says thank you all for welcoming me. Also, take a shot, please, Adam. Thank you very much, Ashley.
Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal. And we've already started doing it.
Get that fucking thing back. Carter gave away the Panama Canal. We lost people fighting Noriega.
Announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others. But others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal.
I was about to say thousands. 38,000.
They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
About damn time. About damn time. Yep, kind of running the port on both ends of it right now.
Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco. Now, we know who to blame if anything goes wrong. Marco's been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes.
I didn't like him before. He's gotten really good.
But the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes. And I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I've been really surprised by him. I thought he was a rhino at the beginning of the first Trump administration.
And I also have
He's turned out to be really good.
For the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan.
One of them from my old unit.
They were withdrawing. It was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity. And he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
What? I didn't hear about that. Is this actually a first announcement right now? Yeah, fuck you. Those little motherfuckers can't even clap that we apprehended a guy who killed 13 of our fucking service members. Fuck you, little fuck.
I want to thank especially the
Democrats.
government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was.
Yep.
Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords.
Democrats never want to talk about the fact that he fucking split the Abraham Accords, one of the most historic peace agreements in the Middle East.
And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at it. Oh, she's happy with the war going on for 5 more years. That should clap
people
for.
Are being killed every
she
single
claps
week.
for the war going on
More
for 5
that.
more years and millions of more
They're
fucking
Russian
Ukrainians
young
and Russians
people.
dying.
They're
That should
Ukrainian
clap
young
for.
people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion.
I wish I also acknowledged her name is Pocahontas.
Like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
And knew that was going to happen. Knew that was going to happen. Fucking little baby Zelensky had no fucking parts to stand. Nothing to stand on whatsoever. He needs to stand because he's a little baby, little bit.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
He had to come groveling back. What did he think? He actually thought he was going to have the fucking power to say fuck you to JD Vance and Trump and not be able to get away with the fucking win.
It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides.
What's up, Mikey?
Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff.
Penal.
The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home.
Awesome.
After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
Mikey's over here commenting in my section, in my comment box while he's doing his own stream over on the Mike Carlo channel. I'll comment over there. if you guys feel so inclined to do a quick Vets Talkin raid over on Mikey's channel, I'll post his link right now. There you go.
Mark and
That's
his great
Mikey's link
mom,
right
we
there.
are
If you guys
delighted
want
to
to go over
have
there,
you safe
drop
and
the
sound and with
Vets
us.
Talkin raid.
As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
That's funny, Jen. Jen's over here watching on my stream instead of on Mikey's. That's hilarious. Sorry. Trying to joke while we're talking about this. I mean, that's one of those days, man. You'll never forget that day. That's right up there with 9/11 for me. I'll never forget that day.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not that religious, but I 100% believe that God saved Trump's life to come back right now and save this country and the world. Amen. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished
this sounds like he's wrapping it up here.
communists, fascists, and Marxists
Amazing
all over the
speech,
world,
though.
and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood
Watch
on
him like
fields of
end the
battle
speech
gave
and then say,
everything
"Oh, by
they
the way, we're
had
leaving
for
NATO."
our
Mic drop.
rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher.
Yeah.
And we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we are going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
I've muted myself. Let's fucking go. Come on, get us to Mars, Elon.
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American
We're going to leave
spirit.
NATO.
And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
I still got to get the, I have the Trump mugshot card. I got to get the one of him with the bloody ear. Fight, fight, fight. Trump, 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 Trump.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America.
Yes! We love you, Trump. Mr. President, thank you. And the Dems can't run out of there fast enough. Like rats running from a sinking ship. That is unprecedented what they just did right there, I do believe. Normally, everyone just stays there. Everyone stays there as the president leaves. So the Democrats are there fucking trying to escape as Trump is ending the speech. That's unprecedented. These little weenies, man. These little weenies on the left. Look at that. They all just took off in some symbolic thing, trying to send a message that they are this is not, that's not America. That's not representative of what America is right now. America voted overwhelmingly for this man to do what he's doing. And these Democrats have not. Oh, dude, he's 173rd. That gentleman right there has a 173rd combat patch pin. That's my old unit, man. Let's go, Sky Soldier. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look him up. I'm curious when he was with the herd. The 173rd.
Thank you again.
Yeah, I mean these fucking pieces of shit, man. They don't realize it. They don't get it. This country loves this man. He is doing everything he can right now to save this country. And their little acts of making noises, being disruptive, yelling, booing, holding up their stupid little signs, and then walking out at the end of the speech is not going to resonate well at all. Everything he said in this speech tonight was what the American people want. And the American people who watched that speech, maybe for the first time, Democrats are out there hearing all this $30 million for Sesame Street in Iraq, $50 million for trans operas, all this stupid crap. They're hearing that, and then they see these people walking out at the end and saying, what the hell do you have a problem with? What he just said is right. You're wasting my money. You're giving away money for LGBTQ AAIP Silent number 2 to fucking Ugandan fucking LGBT programs. I want him to stop that. Why are you walking out on that? Why are you sitting on your hands while a kid is up there who had cancer and being rewarded with an honorary Secret Service badge? Why are you sitting on your fucking hands? Why are you sitting on your hands when he's talking about mandates to get illegal aliens who have killed and raped and molested children out of our fucking country? Why are you opposed to that? This is not resonating with the American people. Those people are evil, and American people who are maybe even center left, are going to look at that and say, those people don't represent me. That is not my constituents. Those are not my politicians. That's not what I voted for them to do that. I like what Trump is doing. This is what these people are going to be saying, and they're going to flip. Watch, I guarantee it. You think there's a fucking walk away movement? Let these Dems keep on fucking playing these games over the next 4 fucking years. I will be shocked if they win another presidential election in the next 20, 25 fucking years. They need a fucking change. Everything that they represent, or they are not going to win fucking anything. We could keep the fucking House, the Senate, and presidency for a long fucking time if we keep that shit up. That is mind-blowing to me if they can't figure this out.
Good job.
That is fucking mind-blowing. Guys, thank you. Wayne Rowe for another $2 says, loved all of you Americans. Be safe and sane. 100%. Thank you, buddy. I will cheers to that.
You really triggered those people.
Sorry, I got to catch my breath.
Tremendous, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What's up, Steve? Hit the button twice, as always. Thank you so much, man. The Dems response. You guys want to do that?
Thank you very much.
Let me know in chat. Do you guys want me to find the Democrats' response?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Let me look it up.
Thank you.
I did indeed. You better believe it.
Very well done,
Good endorsement.
President, home run.
Thank you.
Great job.
What's crazy though is that this person, they're I bet they're not even gonna quote anything that Trump actually said.
Good job.
No, I see two people with nose. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go with the actual real democracy here. If you guys,
Thank you.
I'm getting a lot of no's.
That's beautiful.
Here's the thing: it's just going to be some fucking Democrat who said that apparently this Democrat is somebody who is considered to be a vice president possibility. Apparently she's actually kind of moderate, and I think it's gonna be a very boring response. If you want to see anything interesting, it's gonna be on MSNBC and CNN right now. They'll be the ones who are melting down, saying this was nothing but racist, and all that kind of stupid ass shit. Let me see. I got what I can play. I got Senator Green after he got kicked out. Let me pull this down. I didn't realize that. I love that thumbnail, man. I hope you guys appreciate this thumbnail. This is I had to do this on my phone. I made this entire thumbnail on my phone because my laptop wasn't working right. JD Vance looks kind of crappy there, but the rest of it, I'm very happy with. I hope you guys noticed the little fucking Zelensky with the dunce cap in the middle. All right, let me get this pulled back up. I've got audio in the background. Let me turn that off. I'm gonna pull up Al Green after he got kicked out. Let's see. I didn't have a chance to play this. I have no idea what he says here, so I'm watching this first time along with you guys.
The president said he had a mandate. And I was making it clear to the president that he has no mandate to cut Medicaid. I have people who are very fearful. These are poor people, and they have only Medicaid in their lives when it comes to their health care. And I want him to know that his budget calls for deep cuts in Medicaid. He needs to save Medicaid, protect it. We need to raise the cap on Social Security. There's a possibility that it's going to be hurt, and we've got to protect Medicare. These are the safety net programs that people in my congressional district depend on. And this president seems to care less about them and more about the number of people that he can remove from the various programs that have been so helpful to so many people. It is the best way to get it across to a person who uses his incivility against our civility. He is a person who has consistently been used incivility against civility. Well, look, I'm willing to suffer whatever punishment is available to me. I didn't say.
Okay, so just so you guys know, I'm letting you guys turn the volume also up so you guys can hear him. I've got it max volume right now. Yeah, just turn it up so you guys can hear him.
To anyone, don't punish me. I've said I'll accept the punishment, but it's worth it to let people know that there are some of us who are going to stand up against this president's desire to cut Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security.
Okay, all right, I've had enough of him. No, turn your guys' volume back down again. Fuck this guy. Okay, no, fuck him. What in the actual fuck? Yeah, that was Al Green. He got kicked out because he was refusing to stop screaming at the beginning of the fucking at the beginning of the speech. This motherfucker, man. I haven't even heard anything about Medicaid getting cut. What in the actual fuck is he talking about? I haven't heard anything about that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's so stupid he's getting mixed up with USAID, which is the program that has been giving away billions of dollars for all these stupid projects like Sesame Street and fucking Iraq. I would not be surprised if he's actually stupid enough to believe that that's what's getting cut. People are getting fired. There's a lot of cuts that's happening in the government across the fucking board. Nobody is losing their Medicaid benefits. Nobody is losing Social Security benefits. The veterans are not losing any fucking benefits. None of that is happening. People are getting fired. That's all that's fucking happening. People are getting fucking fired. People are getting fired for jobs that they either are too incompetent, are not performing the jobs right, or they're in jobs that exist that shouldn't exist because we're wasting money on it. That's all that's fucking happening right now. So Al Green, who is a fucking moron, who put in a fucking what do you call it, a memorandum to push for impeachment right off the bat, right off the fucking bat when Trump was inaugurated. So fuck that guy, man. Let's see who said they're taking off. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. I really loved having you, and thank you very much for the super chat. That was awesome. I hope we can see you guys again in the future. And of course, all right. I was wondering when this was going to happen. I had a feeling Blue was going to do at least one. All right, guys, I'm not ending right away. I've at least got a couple of funny clips I'm going to pull up here in a minute for you guys. Before that, Blue Core Devil for 20. says, what can we expect from the guy who thinks that Guam will tip over if we bring more troops there? So this is a real thing though, but that wasn't Al Green though. This is a guy who he has this really weird voice. I would not be able to remember his name, but god dang, I can, you know what? Let me pull that one up. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. This guy is so fucking stupid. He actually thought, he was actually making a point in Congress to a general that putting more troops onto the island of Guam will cause the island to tip. That's how stupid these people are. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, I fucking found it. Hank Johnson, represent Hank Johnson. Holy shit. Let me play this for you. And we'll take the shot.
Island that at its widest level is 12 miles from shore to shore, and at its smallest level or smallest location, it's 7 miles between one shore and the other. Is that correct?
I don't have the exact dimensions.
The widest part of the island. And I don't know how many square miles that is.
God, he's so dumb.
Happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that
Here it is.
The whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that. The Guam population, I think, currently about 175,000, and again, with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population.
That admiral is doing everything he can to try to respond with some sort of a mediated fucking response without laughing his ass off at how stupid that was.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
This is how dumb these fucking people are, man. That being said, thank you so much for the $20 there, Blue Core Devil.
Quick, baby.
Thank you, buddy. I did see we got a Harlow raid, or as Mikey likes to say, a harlot, because he's a harlot. Hashtag spooky poops. Hashtag spooky poops. Hey, Lucas over on the Twitter side. The announcement that he made, he did announce that that they captured the Taliban who orchestrated the attacks on Abbey Gate during the withdrawal from Afghanistan that killed 13 of our service members. So yeah, that was it. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Nothing really big though. I mean, I really was holding out hope that maybe it'd be like a fucking getting away from NATO or something like that. But also, I guess he was making an announcement that Zelensky came crawling back to him and they're ready to make the peace deals and everything. So with that, I think that's at least a good announcement right there that we're avoiding World War fucking III. So that's a good announcement, I would say. Wayne Roper 2, thank you, buddy. Says Army Chief of Staff General Randy A. George. Oh, I'm sure that's got to be the one you're talking about. Who has my my old unit patch, 173rd Airborne Brigade. I gotta look up when he was there. Maybe he was like a fucking captain or something like that back when I was there. That'd be fucking crazy. Watch that turn out to be like a former company commander or something like that. Hey, thank you there very much, Wayne. Appreciate that. Hey, Wayne's not Wayne. Fucking Mikey's out here. What gutsy Mike? Yeah, my Pisha goes out to you. Mike was watching the trans movie that fucking came out, and he had to translate some of it and said there's a word Pisha in there. Apparently it translates to pussy. So now that's Mike's big fucking word now. Let me see. What was it? I had something I wanted to talk about definitely before we close out of here. Oh, you know what? We're over 2 hours. At the very least, I think we'll close this up. I think it'd be a good time. This show is mainly just for that though. But I found Al Green's profile picture on Twitter, and I don't know about this. I feel like that's a little inappropriate. Congressman Green. That's a little risque. I'm sure that goes well for the raves on the weekend and everything, but I don't suggest that being your profile picture. That's very inappropriate for a congressman. I don't think you should be doing that. Also, let's see. We found a conversation that was being had after between JD Vance and Zelensky after the sparks went out. So let me just play this real quick and then we'll close this out. But yeah, JD here scolding Zelensky.
I actually felt retarded, like really retarded. I mean, I brushed my teeth retarded. I rode the bus retarded.
Damn.
In a weird way, I had to sort of just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron.
Yeah.
To be moronical.
Exactly. To be a moron.
An imbecile.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
In a weird way, it was almost like I had to sort of fool my mind into believing that it wasn't retarded. And by the end of the whole thing, I was like, wait a minute, I flushed so much out. How am I going to jumpstart it up again? It's just like,
yeah,
right?
You was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off.
Yeah.
You're serious? You don't know. Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What do you mean?
You know any retarded war heroes? You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
All right, that's fucking great. It goes on for a little bit longer, but oh man, I'm sure that that's a conversation somebody had with Zelensky afterwards. Something to that effect. That was you went full retard, dude. All right, guys, thank you very much. Peace and prayers to you there, Blue Cord Devil, everyone else. Moshe Pearl's taking off. Guys, thank you very much for all the new people popping in here. This was a great show. Thank God for President Trump. Thank God for our country coming back. Thank God. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, thanking the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and our Heavenly Father God. Again, I'm not even that religious, but I really do believe that God is looking out for America right now. And it's looking out for President Trump to take care of our country and to fix everything in the world right now. And I can't thank the Lord enough. So guys, thank you very much, everyone out there. But if you haven't already, be sure to double tap that like and subscribe. Thank you all. Love you all so much. Love the moderators, everyone who's out there in the chats and the lurkers, who's here on YouTube, Rumble, on the Twitter side. Everyone, awesome show. Look forward to doing more of these. I am back home. I'll get my lights fixed. I still don't know why they won't fucking turn on. It's very annoying. But yeah, also, but guys, peace and prayers, everybody. Love you guys. Be sure to share us out there with everybody, because you don't got to be a vet to be here at Vets Talking. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Open those arms. Oh, God. Ah!